thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. So the so-called white man, his habitation is high, as you can blatantly see. You got these huge, buildings, of 50-story buildings, skyscrapers, all right? Got a thing called flats, Empire State Building, all these skyscrapers, man. So his habitation is high, because it reminds him of how he was back in the land of Edom, man, which was southeast of the land of Israel. All right. So it reminds him of how he was in his cave-like habitation. All right. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So that's the that pride of the so-called white man. He's almost like he's challenging other nations to try and bring him down, because like he believes no one can bring him down. You understand? He believes he's basically incorruptible, like he can't be destroyed. He can never see corruption. But the Most High's showing him that he's going to experience corruption, right? So, there you go.
Yeah, so it says, okay, yeah, we said, okay, cool. This is, yeah, so like I was saying, it reads, experts, however, questions whether...
Read up, man. Read up.
Okay, yeah. Experts, however, question whether North Korea poses an actual threat to the UK.
So obviously, experts have been questioning whether North Korea poses a threat to the UK. Go ahead, man.
David Cameron provoked surprise today when he claimed that North Korea now possessed the capability to launch a nuclear strike against Britain. The Prime Minister pointed to the escalating threats from the regime and Pyongyang's evidence of the need for the United Kingdom to retain the Trident nuclear deterrent. Speaking to defense workers in Scotland, he said he was very concerned about North Korea as it had extremely dangerous technologies in terms of nuclear weapons and its weapons.
So break that down.
So, I mean, Ireland itself is worrying because if you look at Britain, right, Britain's a very small country. So if a great nuclear missile hits Britain, that's going to destroy a lot of people. Whether you be in Scotland, whether you be in Great Britain, whether you be in friggin' Ireland. That's why the Irish are worried. So let's read it again. It says, speaking to the defense workers in Scotland, he said, was very concerned. So David Cameron was very concerned. You see, so, and it just goes to show you that these nations, they have the nuclear capabilities. It's like the scripture says, the weak said that they are strong. You see what I'm saying? So, we're in a time right now, and we always say this, the brothers all overseas, we always say this. We're in a time of the ending of the so-called white man's empire, as we know it today. All you gotta do is watch Russia Today news, watch Al Jazeera news, and you'll understand where we're heading at today.
That's right.
And I mean, to be honest with you, brothers, it's some scary times, but then at the same time, it's excitement, because the sooner this shit falls down, it's the sooner we're gonna get the kingdom of heaven. You see? So I'm going to read some more. So he said, North Korea does not have missile technology that is able to reach, as they put it, the whole United States. And if they are able to reach the whole of the United States, they can reach Europe too. And they can reach us too. So that is real concern. So David Cameron, as he said in his statement, he said pretty much, if they're able to reach over to the U.S. mainland, right, then they can also reach over here too. So that's what he's seriously concerned about.
So if it's able to reach United States, that means it's obviously going to be able to reach Britain. Yeah.
If it can reach, if the nuclear, because Pyongyang's aim, according to information, according to news, his main thing is to try to destroy the White House, which is in Washington, right? So Washington's over there in the east. So if he can destroy the east, right, then he can damn sure get Britain too. If they can strike missiles in the east, which is in the east of the state side, which is America, then they can pretty much strike missiles and hit Britain as well.
If I could just say something, just don't mean to cut you, but like, what's it? That's where there's a movie called Olympus Has Fallen. Because he just said the White House. Now, when you watch the trailer for the Olympus Has Fallen, that shows you right in your face that they know what's going on, man. That's why it's all based around the White House. Because they know the North Koreans, they're going to be the ones to try and take down America. Like I said, the movie Olympus Has Fallen, man. Oh, you got it.
So it says, it's coming significantly, right? It's coming significantly toughened his warning in a newspaper article that North Korea claims to have developed a long-range ballistic missile which could reach Britain. He did not assert it as a fact. So let's read that again. Let's get some understanding. So it says that, right? He said that let's read this again. His comment significantly toughened his warning in a newspaper article that North Korea claimed to have developed a long-range ballistic missile which could reach Britain. So in this article, right, and plus what they're saying in this article is if they can reach Britain, but not literally clarifying through the newspaper that pretty much the North Koreans claim to have long nuclear ballistic missiles. Right. You see what I'm saying? So they have, plus they must have the they must have had the missiles to do that. The technology that they got now, because if you go back to the 60s, missiles could fly. How did the Hiroshima bomb drop in Japan? And that was in America, and that was in the 40s. So if they have that type of technology to where they can bring missiles over there at that time, then they damn sure have the technology to
do it now.
Absolutely. To
do it now.
To bring the missiles from Korea all the way up to here.
To America, yeah, to Britain as well.
Absolutely. So right, okay, it's coming significantly tough in his warning in a newspaper article that North Korea claimed to have developed a long-range ballistic missile which could reach Britain. He did not assert it as a fact, right? Which we believe that they have the missiles, they have those type of missiles to where it could reach Britain anyway. But it says Mark Fitzpatrick, director of nuclear non-proliferation and disarmament at the International Institute of Strategic Studies, told ITV News that Mr. Cameron was correct to warn about the dangers from Pyongyang.
So it's all correct, it's all accurate, you know, they know what they're talking.
That's right. So, you know, this thing, and what they're saying as well in the news, they also said that a war can break out today or tomorrow.
Jeez.
That's what they're saying. They're saying a nuclear war can break out today or tomorrow. So, you know, I mean, which I don't really believe that it can happen tomorrow or today, because these prophecies have to come to pass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Martial laws to be declared and all that they're in, which is according to the Bible. Because if the war, let's say the nuclear war happens now, then those other prophecies would have never came to pass.
Right, exactly. So, you know, they wouldn't be able to implement the microchip, you know? Yeah.
And pretty much they've already implemented the microchip a couple of days ago.
Yeah, March 23rd.
March 23rd. So now what the Lord is doing, the Lord is turning up the heat on these different heathens to gather up to the battle. Because we're in a time of battle now. We're in a time of a war happening. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And I mean, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Because we've been in this captivity for 400, 500 years, and we've been looked at as the scum of the earth. Now the Most High is going to take the men that are on a lower condition and rise them back into power, pursuant to 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, in the 9th verse. But anyway, not to get off point, it says, I'm going to read it again, right? So it says, but he added, North Korea does not have any missile capabilities that could hit Britain. And it is difficult to envision circumstances where North Korea ever would want to attack the UK, ever if they could. Right? The crossbench peer Lord Ramsbotham, which he ain't no damn lord anyway, is a former army officer, said there is no evidence that ought to suggest that North Koreans possess a weapon.
So can you read that again, but like do it like more clearly?
Okay, real slow in it.
Yeah, slow and clearly. Break it down to you guys.
Right, okay. But he added, North Korea does not have any missile capabilities that could hit Britain. And it is difficult to envision circumstances when North Korea ever would want to attack the UK, ever if they could.
Yeah.
The crossbench per Lords Rams Botham, a former army